Right. I need to mute my live stream on YouTube. Hey everybody, welcome to the quiz. We're excited to have you all here. There's going to withdraw to your own wallet.
Overall, we should have a good time. So let's have some fun.
For sure. Loud and clear. I'm just looking for the channel to actually join. I can't see it.
Should be DeFi school.
Yeah, I don't see it.
So, okay, that's kind of weird. But I guess while we kind of figure that out, just a quick rundown of the rules again. Definitely want to welcome everybody to the trivia session today. Definitely have some fun today. But each question will have a time limit. So you want to pay attention to the countdown. You'll get about 30 seconds to maybe a minute to answer each question. We've also got a randomized tip bot running during the quiz. So, in order to be eligible for tips, you'll need to participate in the chat by answering some non quiz related questions. So, there'll be like pauses in between certain questions where we'll do some like call to actions just get you guys chatting. Um, so if you answer those, then you'll randomly be rewarded with something in the chat. Also, just a heads up, please don't spam in the chat with stuff like good morning or any random chatter, because you might get kicked. The way that the questions get displayed, if there's a lot of chatter under it, then they push the questions up, and it's complicated for people to quickly view the question or in order to answer. But yeah, stick around until the end for a quick demo on how to withdraw any tips you earned during the quiz. But yeah, we'll have some fun. So let's go ahead and get started.
I don't see the DeFi school.
Oh,
I hate Discord.
let's see if I can invite you. Maybe
Yeah.
it's kind of weird.
Sorry, guys. You have no idea the balls that we had to juggle the last 15 minutes to make this happen.
I'm gonna send it to you in our other chat.
All right.
Well,
Okay, got it.
there we go. Somebody got it before me.
I hate this. Where do you send the days? Send the link.
Yeah, it should be in our.
The thing is that I am in the Flare Discord server. Like I'm just not. I do not see the DeFi school. Is it under the community tab or where is it?
Yeah, it's under the community tab, right under report and scams. It might be a lock on it though, so I don't know if you have permissions for it. So
But that's a test. That's a
have to give you
test we
that.
were doing yesterday, not the actual room.
Right, but there should be a DeFi school right above that.
I don't have that.
Yeah, somebody might have to give you permissions.
All right, here it is. Okay, we're ready to start, guys. Sorry about that.
Let's do it. It's no fun if we don't have technical difficulties. So I think we'll be all right.
For sure. All right, Sarah, we are ready to start with the questions whenever you're ready.
All right, the quiz is going to start.
We got it.
First question: what type of blockchain is Flare, guys?
I think it's a
iced out
nice,
chain.
yeah, I would say that's the right answer for sure. I love the term.
It's definitely my answer, so don't cheat.
Yeah. So basically, how this works is the faster you respond, you get more points. All right. So the answer
It
is
a
layer
layer
1.
one.
Easy
Easy.
work for as smart of a community this is.
All right.
I'd be lying if I didn't say it took me a minute to figure it all out.
All right. Eric Martinez
got
is on
Anubis,
top.
Anubis.
Yeah.
Wait, Ace, you actually answered.
All right.
We participate.
Which of the following are Flare's 2 enshrined oracles? I think layer
So we
cake.
got
Layer cake and the ice out chain. I like those two working together. Maybe I'm hungry.
yeah, it is close to lunchtime, so
It's more like whale's breakfast.
Yeah.
yeah, you're right.
All right. So the
All right.
answers, if the FTC, which stands for Flare Data Connector, and the FTSO, which means the Flare Time Series Oracles. Those are the 2 enshrined oracles for Flare Network. Anubis, great job, man. Great P. Second place. Widesla, third place. And Eric dropped to 4th place. Great job, guys.
All right, question 3. Which of the following individuals is a Flare co-founder? We got Hugo Fillion, Charles Hoskinson, Nairi Usher, and Max Luck.
Man, I'm
Bugo!
I'm struggling between Bugo and Charles Hoskinson. Sorry for the butcher.
Blame it on your accent, man. Okay.
I'm actually going to be surprised if people know this one. The answer is Nairi Usher. Let's see what the leaderboard looks like now. Let's see how many people got that right.
See where Anubis and Eric stack up there.
Anubis, first
Anubis.
place. Great job,
Oh,
man.
geez.
Great P in second. Basque went up to third. Widesla, fourth. And then Eric went down to 8th.
What are flare drops, guys? That's a tough one. My goodness, that's tough.
Yeah, it's a cure for red eyes from staring at charts all day, man. Like I'm looking at the charts all day, and whenever I get my flare drops, I feel so much better.
Right? Oh man, that's a priceless one.
How many hours do you spend in the chart looking at charts every day, man?
A couple.
Yeah, at least.
Monthly airdrops to active users. It's all about keeping members active. That's why we have the flare drops drawn out for a longer period.
Correct. So it's a 36-month vesting period, and that's part of the initial distribution of Flare. Anubis, first place. Great, man. So there were no changes. Yeah, there was no changes in the leaderboard. Amazing job, guys. All right. What does TVL stand for? Total value locked, transaction validation layer, tokenized value liquidity, terrific vibes lately. Man, I'm like, I can't pronounce the second one, but I also like the fourth one. So I think transaction validation layer, that's the hardest one to pronounce. I think that's the right answer.
I'm just here for the vibe, so I'm going number 4. The answer is total value locked. That was a simple one.
Yeah, so TBL is how much locked value is in the chain, and that's a good metric to understand the health of a chain. And I think that Flare, it's at all-time high TBL. We had a news lately, so that's pretty great.
Wow.
Anubis, you're killing it, man.
He's killing it, man. All right, question 6. Which of these options do not help with security? We have protocol managed wallets, multi-sig schemes using T's, over collateralization via FAssets, and governance vote on Songbird.
Yeah, I want to have a say in Songbird, man, so I would go with 4.
And we got some Songbird next.
The answer is governance vote on Songbird. That does not help with security.
All right, guys.
See how the leaderboards changed.
Yeah, so we're going to be giving random tips. So why don't you write down in the chat which country are you coming from?
All right, while you guys are doing that, writing those countries down, keep in mind protocol managed wallets or wallets managed by Flare consensus on other chains.
Yeah, TEEs is trusted execution environments.
Yeah. And over collateralization via FAssets, you're basically locking excess collateral like XRP, for example, to mint FAssets or FXRP. Helps with economic security of the protocol.
Yeah.
All right, guys. If you have an open leverage position on SparkDex, what determines whether your position stays open or gets liquidated? The compatibility between your astrological rising sign and market conditions, the ratio between collateral value, and the time remaining until the next R-flare distribution epoch, or the block height at the time the position was opened.
I think the time remaining until the next RFLR reward distribution epoch.
I like the astrological signs myself.
Yeah.
All right, the ratio between collateralized value and your open position.
Oh, 2 people got some FLR. Amazing. All right, Anubis, you're on top.
Vasquez is coming though. He's up.
Yeah.
Who's going to dethrone Anubis?
Yeah, guys, come on.
See if that can happen.
All right, let's say you're watching a fight between Ansem and Bitcoin, and you created a bet on chain. Which of the protocols native to Flare would allow you to settle that bet trustlessly? The Flare System Protocol, Flare Time Series Oracle, FAssets, or the Flare Data Connector? Which one will it be? I think FAssets, no?
Time series oracles, man. Time series oracles.
Yeah.
Wrong answers only.
Wrong answers only, of course. I mean, it's pretty close. There's like 1,000 points from number 7 to number 1, so things can still change. Let's see how it goes after this one. The questions are going to be getting a little bit harder right now.
Hope so.
Yeah, you're going to have to challenge this community. They're big brained.
The Flare Data Connector. So that's like a witness in the sky that can observe events happening either in a Web2 platform or on other chains. So you can verify that a transaction happened on the Bitcoin network and then settle a transaction on the Flare network. So this is a really great technology. It's going to allow us to connect Web3 to Web2.
Oh yeah, the stuff it's going to unlock is going to be incredible. Like we haven't even got to see what it really gets to unlock yet.
Slow and steady wins the race.
For sure.
FTC is very exciting. Don't really see anything else out there like that. Looking forward to it.
Anubis is killing it. Vasquez is getting close.
Nah, Vas is coming. Yeah, whoever that is, they know the stuff. All right, so next question. Which of these best describes SizeFlare? A governance token for voting on Cyclo protocol changes, a stablecoin on Flare issued by Cyclo, a leveraged token issued when S-Flare is locked in Cyclo, or an antiviral medication for treating cold sores?
Yeah, I don't like medication, but I think it's number 4. That's the right answer. How long did it took you to be able to say size flare without like getting stuck or stuttering?
Say size flare real fast. Let's hear it.
I just eventually came up with my own name. I was calling it Size Flare, but I didn't think what other people were calling it that at the time. So the answer is a leverage token issued when S Flare is locked in Cyclo. So let's see how the leaderboard changed. I don't know, man. I don't know if people are going to be able to dethrone Anubis.
Ooh.
Oh, it's getting close. 100 points. Great job, Vasquez. I hope that's how you say your name.
All right, guys. Which of the DeFi activities are not available on Flare Fair? Lend assets on Kinetic, supply USDT on SparkDex, meet the Horned Lady IRL, finish tasks to earn our Flare rewards. So, which are not available?
IRL is in real life, if anybody doesn't know. I had to look it up. That's why I'm saying it.
Meet the Horned Lady IRL. You know, I said IRL because I didn't know what it was. So it's a winner for you and me both, Whale.
Yeah, she should do an AMA or something.
Yeah.
Anubis is still holding on, man. Vasquez is close. People are falling back. You're falling back.
You must be answering these questions as soon as they pop up. All right.
Which network is being used to test FAssets in real environment before launching on Flare mainnet? Canary, Cardano, Custom, or Songbird?
Cardano.
Yeah, I really think that XRP is the right question. I don't know why it's not in the answers.
Super easy one for this community.
Yeah, so Songbird is the right answer. So Custom is the test network, and then Songbird is the canary network, which means that it's a real value in the network, and then you can test. All right. So there's like less than, there's 64 points in between. This is getting close, man. This is amazing. Great job, guys.
All right. So next question. We got a scenario here. Pepe the Frog tells you he doesn't know what to do with the $100 million he's custodying of, let's call it PP. And you wanted to pitch a Flare protocol that relies on on-chain rules for asset management. Which of the following would address this? You have protocol managed wallets, CoffeeZilla interview, delegating the entire Flare supply to Malay's validator node, or you have Flare drops. Which one is it? I don't know if I want to custody a token called PP, but that's just me.
Maybe it's French. Maybe it's Pepe.
Yeah, you got to give it a nice, sophisticated accent with it.
Yeah.
PP.
There you
go. CoffeeZilla made a really great interview talking about what happened with the Melania and the Millet token. So if you guys want to check it out, it's very interesting. He does a really great analysis of that.
And the correct answer is protocol managed wallets.
The PMWs.
Surely Anubis got dethroned after this. Surely.
He can't know this answer. There's no way he can know this answer, for sure. Yeah, shout out to Anubis. He's a great member of the Flare community. He's always active on X, and yeah, I really appreciate him.
Anubis again in first place. That's awesome.
Yeah, but it's like 5-point gap.
Oh wow, amazing! This is getting close.
Oh man! All right, here we go. What type of collateral model does the FAsset system rely on for security, guys? Under collateralized, over collateralized, 2004 collateral starring Jamie Foxx and Tom Cruise, or collateral pull downs? That's a tough one. Jamie Foxx is a good actor, and Tom Cruise.
Yeah, and Tom Cruise. That's a good cast.
Yeah. Maybe some Marvel movies with him.
All right, guys. Remember, if you comment on the chat,
Overpopulation.
hold on. If you comment on the chat, you are eligible for random tip bots. So why don't you text below in the comments what's your favorite DeFi app on Flare, please?
Yeah. And this was the right answer as far as over collateralization. Flare FAssets is currently in testing on Songbird. And they learned a lot, it looks like, based on that testing while on Songbird, which inspired locking the asset on the issuing network via APMW. And this allows for unlimited minting when FAssets 2.0 launches on mainnet. So always a good thing seeing the team taking in feedback and addressing that to build a better product. May take a little longer, but I'm pretty sure we'll all appreciate that when we get FAssets 1.1 and eventually 2.0.
For sure. Security is very important. All right. 2 points different. This is getting really nice. Great job, Basque.
You better get together, man.
Yeah.
Vasquez is coming.
All right. Let's keep going.
All right.
Which DEX on Flare uses concentrated liquidity pools similar to Uniswap P3? Spartex, Pokedex, Orca, or Curve?
Is it like Pokemon decks?
Yeah, I wish there was
that's what I thought it was.
I wish there was a DEX called Humpback.
For the whales. Yeah.
All right, so Spartex, that's the B3 DEX that we have on Flare networks.
And an awesome UI.
Yeah,
really
that's my main to go DEX on Flare.
Everybody's, man. Their TVL is incredible when it comes to decks.
All right, 12 points. 12 points.
Anubis trying to get it back.
All right, next question. You're giving up your DGen lifestyle and instead decided to find a protocol for compliant KYC enabled futures trading. Which protocol would you choose for this purpose? XDeFi, FTX, Anchor, or Silk Road?
I mean, I don't want to do this DGen lifestyle, so I would go with FTX. Like, that's 100% safe. Kevin O'Leary promoted it. I think that, yeah, I would put all my money there.
And the answer is XDeFi. Yeah, I put all my chips on FTX.
All right, let's see how it comes out, guys. Ooh,
oh man, that's close. That's close.
All right, next question. Your mom is learning about Flare and asks you what Hugo does with all those gas fees. Which of these response to your mommy would not be correct? Gas fees feed back into the blockchain ecosystem. Gas fees are very low on Flare. Hugo is uploading his consensus on chain. Gas fees will be rebated to users via Flare drops. Anubis is really gifted.
Yeah, I think Hugo is uploading his consciousness on a TEE.
Is it Hugo or Bugo?
Bugo. Bugo Hugo.
The answer is Hugo is uploading his consciousness on chain. Might be in the TE.
Good safe spot for it.
Now I'm losing. No, man, you're still on top.
9 points.
9 points. Man, this is getting close. I'm excited. All right. Which of the following is a benefit you would receive for providing liquidity to a T-pool on Clearpool? Gain priority access to Clearpool Launchpad. Earn stablecoin yield similar to treasury bills. Earn FLR staking rewards directly from the borrower's repayments. Win a clear pool branded school pool skimmer. Yeah, I have a pool and I need to clean it, so I hope it's number 4.
It's getting hot where I'm at, so it's almost pool time.
Not here, but if I drive 40 minutes, it's 110 degrees and it's 70 where I am. Just the Pacific breeze, it's still cold.
70 is nice. That's nice.
But literally 40 minutes and it's 100 degrees, 110. Earned stablecoins yield similar to treasury bills.
Awesome.
All right, let's see where it shakes up. You think with some of these longer questions, it gives some of these people some.
Ooh!
Just messing around.
400 points. 400 points. And Great Pete's getting close.
All right, next question. How is Cyclo different from traditional lending platforms? Refunds size flare to liquidated users, offers leverage without liquidation risk, locks S flare forever, redirects you to an image of Quant Kid flipping you off. I mean, I hope I didn't make Quant Kid mad.
Now. He ain't gonna message nothing now. He's gonna be locked in. Watch.
Love the vegan lifestyle. All right, the answer is offers leverage without liquidation risk.
All right, let's see who comes out on top. This is gonna be good. Yeah, we could.
Oh, it's getting further. And Great P is catching up to Eric.
Eric, nice.
All right. People, stop distracting Anubis.
Which Flare partner is a DEX aggregator? I don't even know how to say that name there. That's the Dune, Rubik, or Turnkey. I'm going to guess that's the son of Elon.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, you got to have like a PhD in hieroglyphics to understand what that says on number 1.
I'm telling you.
All right, guys. So write in the comments, what are you doing with your FXRP once it lands on Flare? I have my XRP ready. I just can't wait.
Oh man, I am drooling. I ain't even lying. I am drooling over it.
Yeah, it's exciting. I cannot wait for FXRP to be.
Eric took number 1.
Nice.
Nice. Basket, what are you doing over there? You and Anubis messing around, dropping.
All right. So do you want to define what's a DEX aggregator?
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, go ahead.
So basically, a DEX aggregator searches across DEXs for the optimal trade route, and it offers a simplified trading experience. So you're not having to hop around multiple DEX platforms to find the best rate. Find it all in one place.
All right. What's the next question going to be?
Here, lock in, Anubis.
Which Flare protocol offers ETH staking via Flare ETH? Kinetic, Scepter, Raindex, or Dinero?
I don't know. I can't get enough of Raindex, so I would hope that's the answer.
Yeah, I've been testing Raindex and it's super fun, but not staking my ETH there for sure. And Dinero. So if you have wrapped ETH on the Flare networks, you can go to Dinero and get Flare ETH and get incentives on top of that. All right, Great Pete's Stop distracting Anubis, guys.
All right, next question. Elon Musk needs to track lithium prices. Which Flare native technology would allow his dApp to access real-time decentralized price feeds? Anubis just wants a challenge, that's all. He was winning too long, too much winning.
He's about to fall out. Who is going to come out on top? Sarah's calling him out. Lock it in, Anubis. Anubis blew a 1,000-point lead.
All right.
He was keeping up with the numbers better than us.
All right. Elon Musk needs to track lithium prices, which Flare native technology would allow this app to access real-time decentralized to price feeds. The Flare time series Oracle. All right, can't wait. Can't wait for the leaderboard.
I know the reveal.
Oh, okay.
Great Pete taking it. Ask is coming. Eric, come on, man. You're not out of it yet.
I have a feeling that Sarah kicked Anubis out, and that's why he's not.
It could be benefit of FAssets V1.1. Slower but more secure deployment, continued use on Songbird, core vault, or unlimited minting. Now, I mean, we all know what everybody's complaining about on this one, so I mean, it might be an easy guy. How many times heard win, win, win?
It's always win.
Slower but more secure deployments.
All right, Anubis is coming. Is coming back. He's coming back.
Great Pete.
Yeah, I told you.
Know, man. That's a 300-point lead. I don't think he's got it in him.
TSO, frequent and accurate price feed updates benefit lending protocols like Kinetic. High integrity, low latency data to avoid liquidation. Minimize slippage during deposits. Allow interest rates to fluctuate based on validators' uptime. Verify whether a user qualifies for Flare staking bonuses. What would it be? This is a very important one, guys. Like, if anybody asks you what makes Flare different, this is very important.
Is this the question that shakes up the leaderboard? We'll see. Can Anubis make a comeback? Find out next time.
High integrity, low latency data to avoid liquidation. So we have seen lately some examples of price manipulation with the oracles, and I think that Hyperliquid, the scammer was trying to get them, and then they manipulated the price feed, and then they scammed the scammer basically. But even though like nobody lost money but the scammer, but it's less reliable of a chain because they can actually manipulate the price data, and you cannot do that on Flare. And I think that's a very important thing. You have decentralized oracles, and to change that, you would need to manipulate the whole network, which makes super difficult.
You want a participation trophy, Anubis? Come on now, get it together.
All right,
But,
great,
you know,
Pete.
the decentralized data providers, which we have about like 100 of them right now, they submit the price estimates, reducing the single point of failure issue that we kind of saw with Hyperliquid.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Next question.
What is not a key benefit of using bridges in cross-chain DeFi? Helps maximize liquidity and capital efficiency across fragmented networks, unlocks liquidity from other ecosystems to be used on the destination chain, retain exposure to assets while accessing DeFi opportunities on new chains, standardizing tokenomics across all connected chains. Well, that's a lot to read. I tweet all the time. Is it tweet or is it posting?
I still call it.
I think Elon wants it called posting. Standardized tokenomics across all connected chains.
Yeah, that doesn't exist.
No, not a key benefit.
Not at all. Man,
Fast hold it down.
Hold it down, man.
Great P, come on, man. You're close. You're close. Well, a little over 100 points.
All right, guys. Last question. Your mom and Boo want to get a matching tattoos of a layer 1 with the most aura. Which blockchain best matches what they're looking for? Doge, Flare, but Bitcoin, or IOTA? This one is the hardest question. Oh, man, this is going to be so hard. Yeah, I don't know what we're going to do.
You know, Doge is full of aura farmers, so that's where I'm going.
Where would you get a Flare tattoo, man?
I don't know,
Not on
man.
my head.
Yeah, not in my head. I don't know. My arm's pretty clean, so we'll do that. Oh, man.
Awesome. All right.
But
So,
Yes, yes. Congratulations, man. Awesome
yeah,
job.
great. Came in second. Jesus came in third,
Where'd that one
and
come from?
Wilda Whittle. I hope I said that right. Came in fourth. Congratulations. This was awesome.
yeah,
You
that
guys
was
did a good
amazing,
job.
guys.
You guys actually know your stuff.
What was your favorite question?
I think I like the one with Hugo and somebody's mom getting a matching tattoo. That'd be awesome. But as I thought, the Flare community, they know their stuff, man. This is one of the brightest communities in more ways than one. So yeah, they know their stuff.
For sure.
So let us know how you liked the trivia. Let us know how you think Flare Forward did. This was awesome. This was fun. A lot of work went into putting this together. So shout out to all that were involved behind the scenes, guys, but also would not be possible without this community.
Yeah. Believe it or not, got several hours getting this together for it. It's fun.
Yeah. All right, Sarah, is there anything else we want to do?
Show them how to reclaim the money.
Yes. So if you go to Mr. Tipbot and you press here, and then you press backslash.
It's not showing on the live stream, correct? If anybody's watching,
Say again?
you're showing on the live stream.
Yes. So then I press command here, and then you press withdraw. And then here you would copy your Flare address. You press amount and the currency. The other thing that you can do is check balance. Enter. So here I have 41 Flare, 1,500 Astral credits, and some Songbird. So then I would do command, withdraw. I paste my address. I press the amount, 41 Flare. And then here I would choose Flare. And then press send, and it should be in my wallet.
We'll definitely pitch it to Flare for a monthly thing.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun for us.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun, guys. Yeah, newbies.
Well, it was
I feel
well
like
done. Thank you, Vasquez.
Sarah was trying to sabotage you, man.
Everyone was reading for Anubis. You were the first person reading for this.
If you'd have
Inside
seen,
job.
if you'd have known how difficult this was to launch before we launched, guys, I guarantee you we gave Whale at least 10 more gray hairs. At least this dude was tripping out.
Oh
because
my
the original
God.
setup had a 1 minute lag. It was crazy bad.
Yeah, we got it worked out though. So hopefully Whale's hair can get some color back to it.
Yeah, and kudos for Sarah for keeping up with the rush and everything. So thank you, Sarah, for making this happen.
Oh, my pleasure. It was super fun. For all the winners, if you're listening, I'm going to be sending you over your winnings very shortly and getting your information so you guys can get all your merch and all the left socks in the world that you want.
Awesome.
All right, guys, have a great weekend. And from what I've been hearing, there's going to be an exciting new next few weeks on Flare. So lock in.
Oh,
And yeah, I'm excited for what's going to come. I don't know what's happening, but I know that this like I've been hearing a lot of noise. So I'm excited for what's to come.
All right. Guys, have a good weekend.
Yeah, guys.
you too. See you guys.
Ciao, ciao.
I got to figure out how to leave the stage. I'm just gonna close Discord.
Right. Okay, edit video. Doce 19.